Okay, grade 8. I want us to review the questions that I gave you for the writing task and what a good answer would look. And you have to remember, drawings help, correct spellings help. This is very important, okay? Very important. That means you have to practice, you have to study. That's the only way the information is going to stay in your brain. If you think you're just going to study the day before the exam, it's not going to be easy. Every day you have to look at your work. Practice makes perfect. Okay, let's start. Question 1. 2 cars leave a house in a lane. As I am reading, I am thinking, what does this mean? So this is a lane. A lane is a place. Every place is shown by a dot. So this is my starting point. So 2 cars leave a lane. Are they going together up? Are they going together down? Are they going together to the left? Are they going together to the right? Okay? Are they going diagonal? I don't know. I have to continue. But I know this is a lane. So I will label that a lane. Okay? Then the first car travels 8. So now I know I have how many cars? Oh, I see 2 cars. So I need 2 different colored pencils. Right there. Okay. So, since I'm writing with this, I'll choose a green pen. Where's my green? Okay, 1 second. Let me get a green pen. So now that I have 2 colored pencils, I label my work. I say car 1 is red, car 2 is green. Okay? I am showing the examiner I am thinking. Now, so the first car, so the first car means car 1, traveled 8 kilometers north. North means vertically. It is a vertical line going up. Vertical up. You should know this. That's what north means. So with your ruler, you draw a straight line. It went up. How many kilometers? 8 kilometers. Then what did it do? Then it went east. East is a horizontal line to the left. Horizontal to the right. So then I draw a horizontal line. Remember, you're using a ruler. This is 6 kilometers. I already know vertical and horizontal, when they intersect, they are perpendicular. So if they're perpendicular, this is a 90 degree. And just because that is a 90 degree, this has to be a right triangle. Even before somebody talks to me. Okay? There you go. Okay? Then I take my green pen. I continue. The second car travels 12 kilometers south. South means what? Vertical down. And 9 kilometers west. Horizontal left. So I know I'm going down, and then I'm going to the left. I am going down how many? 9 kilometers. No, 12. 12 kilometers. And then I am going to the west, 9 kilometers. Just like that. Okay? So this is west. This is south. Going down is south. This is north. This is east. I have labeled my work. What do I notice? This is another right triangle. Okay. So when the car went, it went up here and then it went here. So it's here now. It has stopped here, the red car. Then the green car, it went down and then it went to the west. So now it is here. So now let's continue. Determine how far apart are the two cars. So it is asking me for this distance, this line over here between this diagonal line between car red and car green. They are asking me. So there's two ways you can do it. You can either decide to draw just one big right triangle. I can decide to draw one big right triangle like this. So now I want to know what is the distance from here to here. The distance from here to here is 8 and 12. I add them. So that is 20 kilometers. Because from here to here is 8, from here to here is 12, according to my picture. And then from here to here, I know from here to here is 6 kilometers. How do I know? Because this is a rectangle. Opposite sides of a rectangle must be congruent. So what is the distance from here to here? 9 plus 6, which should be 14 or 15? 15. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. Yes, 15 kilometers. So now I want to find this hypotenuse. So I will draw my small triangle again. I will label this 15 kilometers. I label this 20 kilometers. Now I need to find this. This is what I don't know. And this is a right triangle. Okay, this is car A is over here. Car A is over there. And car B is over here. So that means I know this is A, this is B, so this has to be C. I need to find C. What will I use? Pythagorean Theorem. Since I want to find C, C squared equals A squared plus B squared. A squared is 15 squared plus 20 squared. C squared equals 225 plus 400. Is it 225 or 125? 225. 15 times 15. Yes, 225. I don't need my calculator. See? Then that is 5. That is 2. That is 6. That is C squared. I find the square root of both sides. C should equal to 25. Even without my calculator, I know my answer. So I check 225 plus 400, 625. Then I do square root of 625 and I get 25. So then I answer. Determine how far apart are the cars. The cars are 25 kilometers apart. If I didn't want to do that, if I didn't want to do this method, let me make it, I can do it a different way. I have two different triangles. I have this right triangle. I have this green triangle and I have this red triangle. I can find this C, I can find this C and add them together. So I will do the square root. So it will be C red plus C green. So C red is found by A squared plus B squared. And C green is found by A squared plus B squared. And then I find their square roots. So A squared in the red is 6 squared plus 8 squared. Plus, then I find this. The smallest is 9. 9 squared plus 12 squared. 6 squared is 36. 8 squared is 64. 36 plus 64 plus the square root of 81 plus 144. Then 36 plus 64 is 100. Plus the square root of, this is 5, that is 12, 225. Okay? Now, square root of 100 is what? 10. Square root of 225 is what? 15. If I add these two together, I get 25 kilometers. Same answer, different way. See? Same answer, different ways. Whichever way you decide. But you had to draw, you had to know what it means to go from one point to the other. What north means in math. What east means in math. What west means in math. If you didn't draw this, how did you know you were supposed to use Pythagorean theorem? It is the picture that tells you what to do. All right, let us read this question. How many sides does a regular polygon of how many sides does a regular, keyword, polygon have if the measure of an interior angle is 160? You could do this two different ways and still get the same answer. I saw majority of you did a very good one. You said, first, let me find the exterior angle. So step 1, find the exterior angle. And how are you going to do that? 180 minus the interior angle. And the interior angle in this question is 160. So 180 minus 160, that gives you 20 degrees. After you find that, divide the exterior angle divide 360 degrees by the exterior angle. So divide 360 degrees by the exterior angle. It will give you the number of sides. To give me the number, this is the number of sides of any regular polygon. This method you must do when you see this word, regular. So now you have 360 degrees divided by 20 degrees. Degree and degree, they cancel. 0 and 0, they cancel. 2 goes into 36 18 times. And that is how you got 18 sides. And you box your answer. And you write your sentence. The polygon will have 18 sides. The polygon will have 18 sides. And there, you've answered question 2 carefully. If you didn't want to do this method, you write the formula. The sum of all interior angles is given by n minus 2 times 180. And then you divide it by n. Okay? When you do this, so Actually, I should have started the other way around. Let me erase this. Give me 1 second. So what the question wants? The number of sides, okay? So n equals s what am I doing? One interior angle. One interior angle equals to S divided by N. You see that? One interior angle equals to S divided by N. I want N. Since I want N, I don't want it over here. I'm going to put it over here. So, one interior angle multiplied by N gives me the sum of interior angles. What is my one interior angle? 160 degrees. 160 degrees times N, 160 degrees N. What is S? N minus 2 times 180 degrees. S means the sum of all interior angles. Okay, now I have N here and I have N on this side. I do distributive property. I multiply with -2 and I multiply with N. So now I have 160N equals to 180N minus 360 degrees. What am I going to do now? I am going to draw my bridge. What will I do? I will subtract 180N on both sides. 180N on both sides. So this goes away. 160 minus 180 is -20N degrees equals to -360 degrees. Degree and degree go together, so I'll divide both sides by -20 degrees. This goes away. N equals a positive number because a negative divided by a negative is a positive, and 360 divided 20 is 18. Two different ways and you have the same answer. You choose what method you want to use. There is no guessing here. I just saw some of you writing 18 and then doing just this. No. Use the 160. Because the question gave you 160, you need to prove how to use 160 to come to the answer. So you could have done it this way, or you could have done it this way. Okay? All right. Let us do here. How are the measures of the angles related when... How are the measures? So that means you have to talk more than one of angles related when parallel lines are cut by a transversal. So I have parallel lines already. I don't even need the question. I should know. I draw my arrows. Then I need a transversal. I draw my transversal. Then I write my angles. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Then, so, what relation? It says relation. So I need to talk about all the relationships here. So I write corresponding. Who is corresponding? A and E are corresponding. A is equal to E. So that means corresponding angles are congruent. You don't have to do all of them, but if you want, it is good to do all of them. A and E D and G, B and F, C and H. Okay? After I do corresponding, what is the other one? Alternate. Alternate exterior. And I should know they are congruent. A is equal to H and B is equal to G. So I know it is congruent. So A is equal to alternate exteriors, huh? A is equal to H, B is equals to G, B is equals to G. Okay? After alternate exterior, I should do alternate interior. Alternate interior. And I should spell correctly. I should know they are congruent. Okay? Alternate, so D and F, C and E. D is equal to F and C is equal to E. Okay? After I finish that, I need to talk about D and E, co-interior. I didn't see you do this. Co-interior angles. Angle D and angle E are supplementary. If you add them, they should give you 180 degrees. Supplementary. So, D plus E equals to 180 degrees. C plus F. C plus F should give me 180 degrees. Okay? Then, you also have adjacent angles. Also, you have vertical angles. Let's do vertical first. Vertical angles, vertical opposite. Vertical opposite angles, they are congruent. A and C, B and D. A is equal to C, B is equal to D, E is equal to H, F is equal to G. So that's vertical opposite. You did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can do adjacent. A and B, D and A, D and C, B and C. Adjacent angles are always supplementary. I'm going to do it over here because it has a lot. Adjacent angles. Adjacent angles are supplementary. And then you show your adjacent angles. A plus D equals 180. A plus B equals 180. D plus C equals 180. C plus B equals 180. I'm only going to do for up here. You, if you want, you can add there. Now let me answer the question. This is me supporting my answer. So what does the question say? How are the measures of the angles related? You say sometimes the angles are congruent. Sometimes they are supplementary. And this is your justification because you have shown corresponding, congruent. vertical opposite, congruent. Cointerior, supplement. You have shown me. You have used the relationship. You have told me whether it's congruent or supplementary. And that's how you were supposed to answer your question. All right, let us look at question 4. The interior angles of a given polygon have the ratio. So you have 3 questions here. I extended this so because I needed you to really know. So you have A, you have B. So these are 3 different polygons. Now, what is the exact name? When I look at this ratio, I know it is a triangle because it has 3 numbers in the ratio. But what kind of triangle? It is isosceles because 2 of the values are the same. So I would say this is an isosceles triangle because it has 2 values the same in the ratio and the ratio has 3 values. So the 3 values make it a triangle, and because the 2 values are the same, it makes it isosceles. Now here, this is an equilateral triangle because all the values of the ratio are the same and the ratio has 3 values. 3 values makes it a triangle. The same makes it equilateral. This is a scalene triangle because all the 3 values are not the same and my ratio has 3 values. I have explained what is the exact name. I have justified. Class, that is part 1 of each question. Part 2, what are the measures of each? That means I should have 3 answers. So, what will I write? I will write x plus 3x. And because it is a triangle, the interior angle should add up to 180. X plus x, 2x, plus 3x, 5x, equals to 180 degrees. Divide both sides by 5. X should equals to 32 degrees. I don't need my calculator. 180 divide by 5, 36. Huh? Okay, yes, 36. Why did I confuse with 32? 36. Okay, there, I checked. If x is 36, now I need to write my answer. X is 36 degrees. X is 36 degrees. And then now I have 3x. So 36 times 3, 108 degrees. And this is the answer to this part of my question. If I want to do this, x plus plus x equals to 180 degrees. 3x equals to 180 degrees. Divide both sides by 3. X equals to 60. Each angle, I need to show 3 angles. I need to show that 3 angles because the question said find the measures of each. So I need to show. I box my answer. Then here, 3x plus 4x plus 9x equals to 180 degrees. 3 plus 4 is 12 plus 9. 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 9 is 16. 3 plus 4 plus 9. 3 plus 4 plus 9 is 16. 16x. This should be a decimal, either 11.25. So let us see. 180 divided by 16. See, I don't need a calculator. 16 on both sides. X equals to 11.25. Then now I need to do 3x. 3 multiply 11.25. 4 multiply 11.25. 9 multiply 11.25. Okay? Times 3. That gives me 33.75 degrees. 11.25 times 4. That gives me 45 degrees. And then 11.25 times 9. That gives me 101. 101.25 degrees. And this is your answer. The question can come either way. You should know what to do. We did these in grade 7. You should know by the ratio what kind of triangle you have. You should know. You should know the exact names of each of your triangles. Okay? So this is how you were supposed to do your writing task. Please have this in your book. If you can't print it, please write it.